Hey, how's it going everyone? Oscar Owen here and welcome back to the channel. So this week I'm going to be reacting to some of the greatest magic tricks ever created. You guys have sent me some videos to watch and I'm just going to be giving you my feedback on them. And if you are new to this channel and you want to learn amazing magic tricks such as things like that, making things disappear, making things vanish, and all of that fun stuff, then make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss another video. Okay, so first up it looks like we've got Shin Lim and he's going to be doing some Rubik's Cube magic. Let's have a watch.
I'm going to solve this cube with just one rotation.
Okay. Let's watch that again.
I'm going to solve this cube with just one rotation.
One rotation. Wow. The thing I love about Rubik's Cube magic is that it's so unbelievably visual, especially stuff like Shin Lim's doing here. If you're not aware, in the Rubik's Cube community, they have speed competitions. So it's like where people go and they try and solve Rubik's Cubes as fast as possible. And the world record is like 4 seconds or something like that. And I think it'd be so funny if a magician came along with one of their special cubes and just did it to these people and like solved it in less than a second as Shin Lim has done here. Rubik's Cube, not solved, boosh. Nice.
How to make a mask.
Wow. This is like what happens when magic meets COVID. People create awesome tricks like this. Okay, so next up we've got David Blaine, and this is one of the best performances he's ever done. It's to like Drake and a bunch of celebrities. Isn't that crazy? So we'll pause it here very quickly, but he produces a frog from his mouth. Let's keep watching. Look at Drake's face. Oh, he's doing it again. There you go. So a lot of people have asked me how tricks like this work, and as with everything with David Blaine, most of the time it's not a trick, it's just a real life stunt. Basically, the history of this trick is there was a guy called Mac Norton about 100 years ago, and he was known as the human aquarium. And very similar to this, he would eat animals like goldfish and frogs. He would then store them in his stomach, and then at will, he could just regurgitate them. He was the only person who did this for a long time until someone like David Blaine comes along and goes, yeah, I'll learn that. So there's 2 stages to learning this trick. Firstly, you've got to learn how to do human water spouting, which is where the magician drinks like an unhealthy amount of water and then regurgitates out in a controlled stream. Then once you've mastered that, you move on to little animals, which are much harder because of the gag reflex. As soon as you normally swallow like a frog, your body will just try and regurgitate it out straight away. So you've got to learn how to control your regurgitation muscles and all that kind of stuff. And once you've mastered that, you basically swallow loads of frogs before the performance. You literally store them somewhere in your stomach or down the tube here, and then when you want to, you just produce it like David Blaine is doing in this video. Okay, finger, gone, nice. Ooh, that's so good, that's so good. I have actually taught these tricks on my channel, so I'll leave a link down in the description to where you can learn them, but that's really visual, really good. All right, so let's watch the next video. Card to coin. Wow. Wow. So that's lapping there. He's taking the card and he's making it fly back onto his lap. But just look how smooth that is. Gone. Wow. That's really impressive. All right, we've got Shin Lim again next, and he's got 2 cards. He's waving them. And it turns into like a tornado effect. So that's a really cool effect, and there's a very similar one you can do that I've actually taught on my channel. I'll leave a link down in the description to where you can learn it, but it looks like this. Okay, so look, I've got the 8 of diamonds here, and you just shake it, and it changes into the ace of spades. A coin in a bottle. Sorry, a cap in a bottle. In it goes, beautiful. I love magic like this because it's so organic. I think magic's starting to move away from things like producing bunnies from top hats and weird props like chop cups and whatnot, and it's starting to move towards much more organic things like everyday object magic, because I think that's just what people can relate to these days.
You need to pay very close attention because your eyes are going to be trying to play tricks on your mind. And if you do focus well, you actually might be able to pick up on some of these illusions before I reveal them to you.
That got me. That's so annoying. I thought I'd get him out. I've seen so many Zach King videos. I always think I know how it's going to work, and then the camera moves somewhere and you're like, damn, all of that got me. Nice. Very, very good. So that's called the laser deal, and that's well out of my skill set. There's no way I can even remotely do anything like that. This is one of the hardest tricks to do in sleight of hand because there's actually a sound element to it as well. It was created by someone called Leonard Green, and when you place the cards down onto the table and they vanish, you often hear them go down onto the table as well, and there's like a sound misdirection alongside an actual sleight of hand misdirection as well. Ah, the invisible chair illusion. Just casually sitting there, reading a newspaper. So this is a very interesting illusion. It's one I didn't know how it worked for a long time until I did a bit of research into it. Without revealing how it actually works, it's not the sort of thing you can just do anywhere. You do have to have a setup, you've got to do it on certain surfaces, and you've got to set things up in advance. But funny enough, it's actually very similar to, if you've seen the Michael Jackson Thriller video where Michael Jackson leans forward impossibly and then comes back. It's a very similar setup to that. So yeah, just a bit of history.
Now that I've got the legs removed from the chair,
Okay,
I'm
chair.
gonna set it down in the middle of the room. And now,
It's floating.
got a levitating chair. Actually, it's just a mirror and some boxes. But
Now this is interesting because this is CGI, even though Zach King is pretending to show you how it works. He's saying, oh, it's on a mirror, and obviously in magic, we use mirrors all the time to create similar illusions to this. But if you look here, it's just too clean. If I pause it, it's just too clean. How normally there would be, you'd just be able to tell that there's a mirror, especially when the camera's this close to the chair. So what Zach King is doing, he's actually using CGI to make this possible, but he's tricking you as the viewer to thinking that this is a mirror, which is just the genius of Zach King in a nutshell. Okay. So good. Oh my gosh. That's the thing with his videos, it's not just one effect, there's so many different levels to it. So in this, there's 3 different like mind-blowing parts that just builds these videos and makes Zach King who he is. Okay, so we've got a banknote and a pen, and wow, through the note. And out it comes. That's really clean. I've never seen anyone do that with a note actually. I've actually taught on my channel how to do this with a playing card, and again, I'll leave a link down in the description to where you can learn this. With a note, that's really impressive. No. Oh, so clean. You just know what's going to happen before it happens. A one-handed coin vanishes. Both sides of the hand, and does he produce it? Yeah. A one-handed coin vanish is like the holy grail of magic, because whenever you do vanish anything, it always uses 2 hands, right? I've got a memory card here, and you'd take the memory card, you maybe point to it in this hand, it vanishes, but obviously you've got to retain it somewhere else in another hand, because that's the only way the trick can work. So being able to do something one-handed it just takes the magic to that next level of deception. Thank you for watching the video, everyone, and if you want to learn some amazing magic tricks, click on the video that's popped up here, and I'll be teaching you some of the greatest magic tricks ever created, completely free. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.